you say when there are no words? Feel a song that's never been heard. How do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, 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 cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it, mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out, let 'em roll, from sea to shining sea. Ball, cannonball.
Good afternoon, everybody. We got Mr. ML.
How's it going?
We got Mr. J. How you doing?
Not too bad, man.
Jay's come from, well, today you didn't come from too far because you're staying with your friends.
I didn't know. I came from the flipping depths of stress and...
But where do you live? You're miles away.
Yeah, I'm near Manchester, so northerner.
So a bit of a trek.
That's it.
What's it like being down south?
It's scary, man. Everyone's got these posh accents.
Today we are bringing you guys a pretty special review. Jay's very kindly brought down his Toyota Celica GT4.
That's it, ST205.
Yeah,
so
cool, man. This is a pretty special car for me as well because my mum, as I've told you a million times already, has an ST202, which is not the GT4, it's like the GT version.
Yeah.
It's the sort of weaker front wheel drive version.
It is, yeah.
But she loves it, man. She's had it literally from new, 1996. She's on 150,000 miles.
Is she? And it's standing up.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fair play.
She does.
So she's dropping clutch all the time.
She drives it pretty slowly.
Yeah.
What mileage is this one done?
So this is probably like 110. It's a mix of kilometres and miles.
So this is a Japanese import?
It is, yeah.
Because they did actually officially sell these in the UK.
They did, yeah, there's a few UK ones. They're a bit less horsepower. They're 230 for the UK ones. These are 255. I think it's just difference in octane.
Yeah. Well, the Japs always seem to get things slightly better.
Don't they?
I might be right in saying that the Jap one had a slightly different turbo, but I might be wrong in saying
That's it, yeah. It's got a ceramic exhaust reel on it.
These cars are actually produced from 1994 to 1999.
That's it.
Yours is a 96?
96, yeah, M plate. So this is Storm Grey. So they only made this colour for 96.
It's a lovely colour,
JDM
man.
only, yeah.
Yeah, I love grey, like I always say, because black's really hard to keep clean. Silver, really common, always keeps clean. Grey's right in the middle, looks fantastic. How many do they actually produce in this colour, do you know?
Not overall. I know in the UK, I think it's only meant to be like 3 from what I've heard, but it is the rarest colour for it,
Yeah, crazy. These cars actually have a massive history in WRC, World Rally Championships.
Do, yeah. The GT4 was the homologation version, so Toyota could compete.
So they literally just made this car specifically just so they could enter the rallies.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, that. They also produced 2,500 WRC models.
They did, yeah.
Road going versions.
So they came with the naughty yummy extras. So you got anti-lag with those. You got spray part for the intercooler, amongst other things. Yeah.
Everything's sort of all plumbed in as if it was a rally car.
Yeah, so rally team just go there, plug it in. And
that's quality, isn't it?
That's
crazy.
At the time, it dominated. The one before this, the ST185, won nearly everything, to be honest, at the time. But these, they actually got caught cheating with this.
The turbo restrictor or something.
Yeah. It was really clever. Apparently, like the best. I think the FIA said it was like the best
technology in like 30 years or something.
That's it. The best cheat they've ever seen. So it'd open up on full chat and give you more.
Yeah, naughty Toyota.
I know.
And they actually got banned from rallying for a
few years because they came out with the Corolla, didn't they? After this, with the same Castrol.
And what they actually did was they actually invested money in private teams, so they still raced the GT4, but not under the Toyota banner. It was all under private teams. This car's a little bit of an unknown. They're not really sort of massively out in the public eye, aren't
No,
they?
well, I used to call them the Thinking Man Zero before I bought them. You see one, it's like people don't think about it, do they? And it's quite good. It's a coupe.
Yeah.
How many coupe rally cars
Not
in
many.
WRC? There's not many out there. So
Like my mum's one, that's a front-wheel drive. This is obviously four-wheel drive, so it was made at the time to compete with sort of Evos and Subarus
it
at
is,
the
yeah.
time.
Same with that 2 litre 4-wheel drive. So it's got a 50-50 split. But Evo's got active yaw control, haven't they? So this is mechanical. So this is fully
it's a bit more sort of
LST
basic.
at the back. Got viscous coupling in the middle, and that transfers the power around.
And you were saying this drivetrain can actually run up to 800 horsepower.
Yeah, so I've heard the gearbox is pretty damn bulletproof. I know tuning developments have got one at like 750. I think they've got a
Crazy,
box in
They're
those,
proper strong.
Yeah.
And obviously the famous 3S GTE.
That's it, brilliant cast iron block, closed deck. These actually have a metal head gasket from the factory.
Really?
It's pretty sick, yeah, multi-layer.
They must have sort of put a bit of thought into that.
That's it, it's got oil squirters underneath.
Really
yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
man.
So it's a pretty,
advanced.
it is, yeah, forged crank. So I know the bottom end's pretty damn bulletproof, to be honest.
And this is the same engine that they had in the MR2 turbo.
It is, yeah, the Rev 3 3S GTE.
Obviously that was mid-engined.
That is, yeah. I think it ran a different turbo as well on the MS2, slightly
Bit
lower
more of a
boost.
ditch finder.
That's it, I know, yeah.
Let's just run through all the mods on your car, because it's not, I mean, it's not massively modified, but
No,
it's not standard
I like to
either.
think it's tastefully modified.
Yeah, I like the way you've done it, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's got a Blitz nurse spec all the way through. So it's a decat, it's got an RSI decat in it. It's got an HKS intake.
Yeah, cool.
So you got the filter, standard reset valve, but it sounds, people think you got that.
Still got a little bit of flutter.
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
nice. We've got a GFB GeForce 2 boost controller set to 1.1 bar, which is brilliant boost controller.
And
really good stuff.
roughly how much horsepower does that net us?
It dynoed at 310.
310, no, it's healthy figures.
It is, yeah, it's what it should be producing for the power.
And about sort of 50, 60 horsepower over the stock
That's
car.
it, yeah. This standard actually, Toyota had an issue with quality control on the race gates. Of some, you can get some like that run nearly 1 bar from the factory.
Really crazy.
So this standard dynoed at 270, so it's a bit peppy.
And what boost was that on?
I think that was running like 0.9.
Okay.
For that,
It's
yeah.
quite mad because obviously the
0.85.
figures they stated and the actual reality of what they came out with was quite different.
It
wasn't
was, yeah.
Those
yeah.
cheeky Japs, man.
Aren't they? Hey?
Was there any sort of major differences between the UK one of these and the Jap one apart from the power?
No, I think the main difference for that power was the ECU tune slightly different for Octane. I think everything else was the
Essentially
same.
pretty much the same car, yeah.
You did get the optional extra, which this has the optional extra Recaro SR interior, which I think was a JDM
Oh, so this
option.
isn't the standard. Oh no, because you're right. Because I had a look on eBay last night, and they come with some sort. They got these awful sort of like red lines across them, haven't they?
So this is an optional extra, proper rare one. So yeah, for me that was like half a selling point.
Yeah.
Cafe Recaros are gorgeous.
And then what about suspension?
Suspension is running TRD shocks and
They got
sprigs.
TRD.
Yeah, so it's
Was that on the
slightly
car
lower.
from when it came from Japan?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find that TRD suspension now for one of these. I bet you that is near enough impossible.
I wouldn't like to try.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're adjustable, but not like
Not height
zero.
adjustable. You
Yeah,
can just adjust the
yeah,
damper
yeah,
adjustment.
damping.
Yeah. Because I seem to remember the stock GT4s do sit quite high.
They do
don't
sit
they?
quite high, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is a TRD kit on. I think without the TRD kit, they actually look quite cool, quite high.
Ah, the
'Cause it's
the
like-
body kit. Is it all TRD?
Yeah, I think whether it's a rep or not, I'm probably inclined to say it is a rep. I'm going to say over it is original TRD.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got TRD skirts and rear spats.
And the front bumper?
Yeah, the front lips are C1.
Ah, you got C1 front
Yeah.
lip.
Underneath, this is fully zinc coated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so subframes being out.
Sick. So it's proper mint
Yeah,
underneath.
yeah, everything's poly bush. We've got a poly diff bush. So
Oh, cool, man.
So you get a bit of squeak after winter, so it's a
Yeah.
bit. Your bushings get a bit dry, squeak a bit, but
You lose a little bit of that sort of streetable, but it's
You
much
do.
nicer. And the rubber doesn't, polyurethane
where is
doesn't
that
wear out
going?
like
And also
rubber.
trying to get like Toyota bushings for this is like impossible. You know
What
I
is it
mean?
like getting pot? Can you still buy sort of new parts from Toyota for
You
these?
can. There's a company down in Devon called TCB, which they've got a load of sort of new old stock. And there's tuning developments have a few bits. You have to hunt around,
Yeah.
but it's not too bad. But the prices are pretty dear.
Pretty high. What about aftermarket parts?
Aftermarket, there's That's quite scarce as well. Yeah, trying to find bits for this isn't the easiest.
Do you ever go on like Yahoo Japanese auctions?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got the TRD brochure from 1986. So I've got all the parts.
That's probably worth a bit of money in itself.
Yeah, I know, I might try to flog out of it.
We've done the suspension and all the bushes. What about the brakes?
The brakes actually are quite beefy on this. We've got 4 pots in the front, 2 pots in the rear. This is standard Toyota. They're actually the same calipers and discs from the Twin Turbo Supra they threw on this.
Are they really?
They are, yeah.
That's quite a popular upgrade on the Soras, is chucking the Supra front calipers on.
Yeah, so...
That's quite a good idea. I might be able to find some cheap dates in that.
That's it, I know, yeah.
Shit, I might not put that in the video.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So this has got EBC yellow stuff all around, EBC slotted rotors. They're not the best, but it's a nice, nice upgrade.
Enough sort of braking force.
Yeah.
And wheels and tyres?
Rear tyres, we're running Rotor Force alloys, 17-inch tyres. We've got Goodyear Eagle F1 X-Ventures.
Yeah, they're a pretty decent tyre. We have got a little bit of a straight now, so we'll just open her up and see what she's all about. She is a lovely old girl, so we can't go too mad.
No, mate, bouncing off red line.
All right.
Sound.
The gears are so long.
They are.
Fuck me.
Yeah, and you don't realise, do you?
No.
I know I said they were long, but you're in it for it just revs because red line's 7.8.
It just keeps on pulling, man. Do you know how many GT4s there are actually physically in the UK?
Yeah, both JDM and UK ones. I think we've got how many left? It says like 300.
300.
Yeah, but Rev, I don't know. Maybe you want to trust that.
Yeah, because they
don't see them
like road tax and stuff. Don't they?
Exactly.
MOT and, Have you ever seen one on the roads?
I've seen like a handful.
Do you give them? Is there like a special way?
To be honest, actually, you probably get blanks. I'm sure. Went past one the other day. I was like, right.
They probably don't know what they've got,
looking forward, but that's it.
What about other colours? I know they do. I had a look on eBay last night. Silver, black.
That's it. Silver, black, white. I think.
White, yeah.
That's red ones. 1 or 2 red ones, and then that's about it. Yeah.
And they also made a convertible of the Celica, which is really uncommon.
Should make a G4 version of that.
Yeah. I don't think it would have the structural
rigidity. Rallying in the convertible.
No, man. But they're pretty cool. I don't know what they sort of fetch these days, but I remember my mum always quite fancy one of those.
Yeah.
Bless my mum. I've tried, obviously being a car dealer, I've tried to like get her a new car for the last like 5 years. She won't have it. She literally is obsessed with her car, man. She loves it to death. And I remember my old man, bless him, he bought it for in 1996 as a Christmas present. And I think before that she had a Mazda 323. So she's pretty JDM, my
She is, isn't she? So it sounds a 323 turbo.
No, it wasn't a GTX.
No,
is that GTX, that one?
I think so, yeah. That's pretty sick.
It was just a normal 1.8 one, but it was still pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is definitely a video my old dear is going to be watching, man.
I'll let her know if I'm going to flog it anytime soon.
Oh, it's funny, when Jay got in contact with me on Facebook, I actually thought to myself, I really want to get my mum a GT4. So I thought, I wonder what price they're going to be at. I had a quick look on the net. Ropey ones are 6-7 grand.
They're going up. Yeah, a few years ago you probably paid one up for 4. But recently they've really shot up.
So gearbox in this is stock?
It is, yeah.
And they're rated to some sort of mad horsepower?
Yeah, you don't need to fiddle with the gearboxes and these. A diff, so everything's strong.
And what clutch?
It's gone in ZD stage 1.
Oh, stage
so it's
1,
nice.
okay.
So a bit of copper in the compounds.
Organic?
Yeah.
Sick.
So because it's not big power, it's just means if you launch it, you don't feel as bad.
Yeah, and you don't want to put too much shock through the drivetrain.
No, it's a nice medium.
What's it like when you launch it? Can you literally sort of do 8 grand, dump the clutch, and off it goes?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I normally give 5.5, get a bit of slip, keep your foot in it, it's gone.
Yeah. Should we do a little launch?
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll let John do a launch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Fuck me, that puts you back in your seat.
It does, doesn't it?
Jesus. That's a rally launch, man.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to get the right amount of slip and then it's just
It just goes perfectly, yeah.
5K is perfect.
And you're right with that clutch as well. It just allows enough play to sort of not go crazy on the
Yeah,
clutch.
but it holds. It doesn't slip. It's nice to launch. I've had glances and stuff and trying to get those off the line. you're just there a second, like,
Yeah.
you
Always
know,
hard
like
when you've got
flipping.
loads of horsepower that's front wheel drive cars.
Yeah, you're just there with your right foot going, you know,
And
trying to.
you used to have a Starlet yourself, didn't you?
Did, yeah, naughty little Gunzer. First car, actually.
Was it first car?
18.
How much insurance on that?
I think it was 1,800.
More than the car.
No, but
we're mad, aren't we? Us sort of enthusiasts. We'd rather
it.
eat nothing, have no home, but as long as we've got a sick car, man.
my mum
it's-
loved it. She she used to take it out, gave it death. You scare me.
Your mum sounds pretty cool, because didn't you say that she actually?
She had a Super,
Yeah, and she told you to sort of buy. You went to look at, was it NS13?
Yeah, I wanted a 180 SX. In my head, I had my dream 180 SX. Go on my bookmarks, go under the folder. I already had a car built out. Yeah.
Same as me. I think a lot of us are like that.
Yeah,
man.
so I went C2 and they weren't up to par. I wanted a really clean street one, which hadn't been drifted. So I thought, yeah, I wondered what else in the range. My mum said, you know, what do toys do? It's quite similar. I thought, yeah, the GT4. I've always in the past thought they're pretty sick. I'm only getting, you know,
Yeah, and
spoil
it's
it.
mad she thought of it, and your mum, she used to have a Super as well.
So then she actually wrote it off, racing my dad on the Mark II Escort. Yeah.
Now we
so-
know where Jay gets his madness from.
I know, yeah. I try not to do the same, like
Hi
recreation.
Mum, if you're watching, I've heard you're pretty much a legend.
I know.
What Super was it?
It wasn't a twin turbo Mark V.
it,
Not gonna lie.
NA?
Yeah. No, it was a 1J Mark IV.
Oh, the Mark 3.
Mark 3.
Yeah,
sorry, Mark 3.
Pop-up headlight one.
Yeah, that's
cool.
it.
They're super rare now, man. Was it manual or auto?
It was manual.
Fuck
yeah.
me. I'm not sure if they R154 W58.
R154. I think so.
That's a rare car now.
It is, yeah. They're pretty sick.
Mum.
1J from Stanley. I know. Go and sell that. Or
Well, I can't
write it
talk.
off. I say that. Yeah. Even worse.
Jay just made a very good point. These are sort of reminiscent of the Supra dashes. They kind of came out a bit more sort of
They did,
cockpitsy,
yeah.
but that is a similar sort of
It
design,
is,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I didn't notice that design cue.
Please don't say it's a Super in the comments. For heaven's sake. You'll get like, I'll go to the comics. Oh, nice Super lad. I don't know if they're being sarcastic anymore now.
No,
I just
you probably
rave.
don't realise,
No.
man. It's a classic sort of 90s dash.
It is.
Quite sort of plasticky, but it's got all your sort of basic mod cons.
Say it's all right.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, we got climate control on this. Look at that.
And the other thing I just noticed as well, you've got a cheeky little boost
Yeah.
gauge on the
It
dash.
says nothing, it just says plus or minus, so
Yeah,
it just
doesn't-
goes like
doesn't actually give you numbers, does it?
no, yeah. Because I'm running more boost, it actually interferes with the cooling gauge now.
Oh, does
you
it?
go off top,
It
yeah.
goes
So
up,
if it's
yeah.
not, obviously we never fully boost when it's cold. But if I did, we'd probably have a bit of a fight with the two.
Yeah. Do you treat it like a lady?
Of course, you have to. Yeah, I'm a bit anal when it comes to maintenance.
Like lots of regular servicing,
Yeah,
oil
every
changes
3.5, every 4,000.
Good man,
Titan based Proton to be 40.
You're kind of protecting your investment, really, aren't you?
Good oil to me is like engine insurance.
Yeah.
That's it. You have to look after them.
And you use Titan like the same
That's
and
it,
stuff. Oh yeah, Ester based stuff. Yeah, it's really
Anything
good,
Ester.
that.
I've used Miller's with a triple Ester. I've used them all, but to be honest, whatever's on deal at OB Oils.
Yay, Monkey Lund discount code.
Shouts out.
Woo
I know.
woo! Don't forget, guys, we've always got a 10% discount running with OP Oils and a whole load of other companies as well. All you've got to do is check my video descriptions and save yourselves a few p's. Am I right in saying that some of the later revisions of these came with projector headlights?
That's correct, yeah, facelift, and those are worth a bomb.
A bomb, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Because they're very
looking at-
unique, the front ends of these. These
They
sort
are,
of
yeah.
double headlights.
Suppose you either like them or you don't.
Yeah.
It looks like a spider, really. The bonnets in these, as you'll notice, like a bloody cheese grater. You've
Yeah.
got like scoops
There's quite a few
everywhere, haven't
scoops
you?
in them, isn't there?
There is quite a few. It's actually the offset one, people wonder what that's for. It's not a machine gun turret, as you know,
Which it looks like.
as we wish it sometimes is. Yeah, it's actually a cam belt cooler.
I saw a cam belt cooler.
Cam belt cooler.
How mad
Because you
is
know when
that?
your cam belt gets all toasty and warm, you need to, obviously
Is that
never
really,
happens.
Is really
but
what it's for?
it is, yeah. So it goes down into the block and cools down the cam belt and cylinder number 4. So I think it's just homologation. They overbuilt this, over-engineered everything,
totally.
all out.
Well, this is definitely the first car I've ever reviewed that has a cam belt cooler. That's pretty.
That'll be
pretty
it. That'll
sick.
be the rage. It'll be drift cars and massive.
Yeah,
cam
man,
belt
you
coolers.
started a new trend.
Give it some death in first if you want.
I can't believe the length of the gears. It's mad, isn't it? It just keeps pulling.
Yeah, third gear's a killer. 'Cause
Yeah.
people have to like change from third to fourth, and you're just carrying it.
Yeah. The other quite interesting fact with these don't have a conventional intercooler. It's
No,
not
they
air
don't.
to air. They have a charge cooler.
Charge cooling, yeah, which is actually good for 450 horsepower. So you've got a pump, so you've got a radiator in the front, charge cooler on top, and it just circulates coolant around. So it's
effectively like air to water
it
rather
is,
than
yeah.
air to air.
That's it. They use them on the rally cars. I think it's just a more efficient system. You're not going to get stones going into the intercooler and ruining anything.
Do you get people doing like front mount conversions?
Yeah,
on
you
these?
do. Yeah, you get a bit more torque from a front mount, and obviously heat soak with the
Because it's on top of the engine, yeah. Hence
yeah.
they've got some of the sort of bonnet scoops up there.
That's it. Yeah, because the pump only works when you're on throttle to get the coolant round. So
to circulate it.
So you start traffic like this and
you
then
can
gun
get
it.
a lot of heat soak.
Yeah, you do feel the difference.
What was that on the front suspension? Something about super
strut.
Super struts.
Yeah, typical Japanese. They love naming.
Yeah, they love their crazy names, don't
super duper strut.
So this has the road going version had super struts.
The rally cars had it to begin with, but they found it a bit faulty.
It
so
wore out over time.
So they went to McPherson after that.
Crazy.
It's a mixture of double wishbone McPherson. So I think they did it. So as the wheel goes through the travel, it doesn't camber in. So on a rally car, it's what you want. You want lower travel, and it's a V, not a camber in it.
So it almost tries to give it a sort of perfect contact patch. That's quite interesting.
But the trouble is, it's parts for it so expensive.
Impossible.
So and they need rebuilding. The figure eight, people like GT4 owners will know the figure eights go, you get a clunking, and it's to rebuild the whole front end. I think it's like 700 quid a side.
Major.
Just on arms, yeah. Coilovers are hell to find for this. If you got BCs, you have to cut the bottom of the strut off
It's an insert.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the arse there.
Yeah. It's not an easy sort of one day swap it over, and I can't weld, unfortunately.
Did you see my latest video?
I did.
Oh, I can't weld either.
He was being savage. I didn't think that was like,
you know
two metals stuck together. What more do you want? Get the grinder out.
I actually went back when we finished the cage. I did the very last weld, and I actually did quite a nice weld on that one. But I actually really enjoyed it.
Show people that.
It's really good fun. Yeah, that'll be in the next video.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's hitting right bar nicely there. It's holding.
Yeah, it's holding.
I could up it to 1.1, but I'll give it a bit more juicy.
That's the danger of having electronic boost control.
It is. I could just turn on the boost until it blows up.
Fucking lethal.
I know.
Stable on at a high speed as well, isn't it?
Yeah, really stable.
Yeah, it's proper nice. It's almost like a sort of GT car.
It is,
it's really smooth.
Yeah.
Loving this, man. You were saying earlier, Jay, you might be getting a Link ECU.
Yeah,
for this?
G4 Plus. Yeah, because this hasn't been mapped. This is
sort of stock ECU.
It is. The ECU can't be mapped, unfortunately. So
I think because they're closed loop on tires, aren't they?
Yeah, it's got presets. It's got fueling presets up to 1.2 bar. So hence why I can just throw boost control it and get a bit more power
and
that way.
Still run it safely. That's really where is that sort of like a fuel cut?
It is, yeah. It does run rich. It's the ECU panics thing. The injectors in this are 540cc from factory.
Quite big.
They are. Yeah. People throw them in 1Js, don't they? I think
oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's quite a popular swap. Yeah. So this is an ST205.
205, yeah.
Before this, it was ST185.
185 was the GT4 before, yeah.
And the 165 was the one previous.
Yeah, the original, like the 80s one.
And there wasn't any GT4s prior to that?
No, that was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, and there hasn't been any since.
And they were all four-wheel drive?
They were, yeah. All three SGT as well. So the ST165 had a revision 1 block.
Oh, but all three SGT?
Yeah.
Crazy. That engine's been going for a long time.
Yeah, it's supposed to like the 4G63, but it's been a bit longer. But obviously they revised it quite a lot. There was a revision 4 in the end, which was in a, I think it was a Caldino, however you pronounce it. That's an ST185 is the chassis code for that. So it's like an estate GT4.
Crazy, man.
And that ran a Rev 4, and that was like 270 horsepower, I think 275.
Right, that just about wraps this review up. I want to say a massive thanks to Jay for bringing the car down.
Appreciate it. It's been a laugh.
It's been a sort of real blast from the past for me. I really enjoyed it.
It's nice to get the word out on GT4s. Because like, people just think you get the super comments, and but they are really sick cars.
Yeah. As always, don't forget to check out my Patreon out down here. Give the video a like, put any comments down below. Do my best to get back to you, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it. Mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out. Let 'em roll. From sea to shine.